Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Welcome to the first of 2018's Marathon Mondays. I'm Robert and this is Caitlin. Oh wait.
I'm Caitlin's sister, Lauren. Well, another Caitlin.
Not my Caitlin's sister, but another Caitlin's sister. This is Lauren. Hey! So we are going to hit Apollo's Chariot. We're going to do it for the next hour. The time will officially start once we, so it's 11:23 now. The time will officially start once we get onto the train for the very first one. We will go for an hour, I think I said that already, no breaks, and if we can re-ride, then we have to.
Yes.
That's the rules. Come along with us, it'll be fun. Apollo's Chariot was constructed in 1999, or opened in 1999, I should say, and it opened with a rather infamous event. Do you know anything about it?
No.
Lauren is not from here. Lauren's from New Jersey. So when Apollo's Chariot opened in 1999, none other than Fabio was riding in the very front of the ride. And as he was riding, he got hit in the face by a goose. And it hit his face and was obliterated.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he came back, it broke his nose and and there was blood all over him. As a matter of fact, Caitlin, my Caitlin, her dance teacher was on the train with Fabio when it happened. Yep.
Oh my God. Watch out for wild goose.
So this, as you can see, the queue house is not overly full here. And I'm going to show Lauren something that she hasn't seen before. I don't know if we've made mention of it on the channel here before, but there's a wig that somebody lost during the ride. It's been there for years. I'm going to show you where it is. Here we go. That's one time. So we got onto the train at 11:27, and we were not able to get the re-ride. It's 11:31, so we're going to loop back around and hop right back on as per the rules. Now, Lauren did not see the wig.
Missed it.
She missed it, but
I know where it is now.
she knows where it is. If you want to find it, all you got to do is wait until after the mid-course brake run. You go over 2 airtime hills, and then it takes a sharp right. And when it takes the sharp right, look down next to the fence. You'll know what it is when you see it. And you will see a dark black wig that's been on the ground there. I'm not kidding, for like 3 years. It's one of my favorite things about riding this roller coaster.
So excited.
Here we go. So, moving down through the queue here, I'm sure that most anybody who's watching this video has walked through here before. I will say that the queue has become a little more entertaining now that Tempesto is here. So if you get stuck in a long line, you can watch Tempesto go. You can people watch. You can check out Tempesto's house over here. Or that's what we call it. This little maintenance house there. I have to say I was filled with glee as we walked straight up into the queue. And it looks like we're going to be able to do it again. That's good news. Being about 11:30, the queue here is going to fill up and then release because this section of the park doesn't open until 11 o'clock anyway. Oh yeah, that's nice. So for re-rideability, we're going to try and hit in the middle of the train here, the less popular rows. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, let's go for number 2. It's 11:39, so we've gotten 2 rides in 12 minutes, not too bad. We're gonna keep going. Lauren was asking a minute ago what my record for marathoning on Apollo's is, and it was when we did the video last year or the year before. I think it was 10. I might be wrong about that. You know what you should do is go back and watch that video, give us a like, and make sure that you're subscribing to Off the Tracks Reviews. This way.
Apollo.
We just got stuck behind some very, very slow people.
Very slow.
Oh my God.
It took us 5 minutes to get over here.
It's like they don't even realize that we're trying to marathon this thing. I don't know. I did want to ask you though, what's your favorite ride here at Busch Gardens?
I would say cross up between the Bowman and Griffin.
Really? So what? So between the two of them, what are your favorite things about both of them?
Good question.
Yeah.
For Bowling, I mean, I like it's different colors and signs. You don't know what's happening. I've been out a million times. And
The launches are really nice on it too. Yeah.
You know, when it drops.
Yeah. So normally I would try not to spoil a surprise. For example, I still don't know what's in the shed on Missing Timbers, and don't tell me, please, because I will eventually get out there and ride it, and I'll be surprised by it. But anyways, if you haven't ridden Verbolten yet, it's like 6 years old, so yes, there's a surprise in there. What about Griffin?
Griffin, I like how it hangs you there. I only go in the front row.
Oh, really?
It's not the same in the second or third row, and it hangs you there for like a couple seconds, and then goes straight down.
You want to know something? I wouldn't ride Griffin for a long time because I was scared. I wouldn't ride it in front. All right, now it's our turn again. Let's go. Guess who saw the wig?
I saw the wig. I seen it.
It's up under a branch now, and the branch is kind of hanging over it, so you can't really see it, but it's definitely still there. So this old girl is still running strong, and she's got a little bit of that B&M rattle going on. I'm sure you can tell, right? We're on mostly full trains here today, but it's still there. And we've ridden twice in the third from the last row, and I noticed it more there than I did when we were smack in the middle of the train. I was telling Lauren that one of the things I like about marathoning roller coasters is that because you ride it over and over and over again, you start to experience new things about the ride, things you probably haven't noticed about the ride before. And that's true, you know, even though I've ridden this thing probably hundreds of times. Even just now, I noticed that as you're going up in the helix there on the back end of the ride before the mid-course brake run, if you look down, there's a really cool view where all the support beams are coming in towards the center of the helix, and as you're moving around it, it sort of does the spin motion.
Pretty sweet.
You may not care at all about that, but I told you anyway. Okay, let's go. It looks like we're gonna have to re-ride pretty much every time on this, so let's go somewhere else. Let's go closer to the back. The station house is starting to fill up. We've gotten 4 rides. We're about halfway through.
Yep.
So that's okay.
Halfway there.
Yeah. I was quizzing Lauren here. I was asking her about her favorite rides. And did you come to a conclusion about your favorite roller coaster?
No.
No? We did talk about.
Wooden one.
We talked about El Toro, which is incredibly good. If you have not been on El Toro before, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you make the trip. And if you are a roller coaster rider, it is worth a trip to Six Flags in New Jersey. Even though it's a Six Flags, you know, and even though it's in the middle of nowhere, right? Like, I remember riding up with Caitlin, and I think it's in the video that we took when we were there. Like, if you didn't know that Six Flags was there, you wouldn't know. Even though it's got the tallest roller coaster in the world, you cannot see it at all.
They're hiding it.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Just a quick reminder, bags are not permitted in the line or on the platform here at Apollo's Chariot. Once again, bags are not permitted here in the line or on the platform here at Apollo's.
That's better. We're heading into ride number 6.
We almost hit a bird.
We almost hit a bird on the last one. We almost Fabio'd ourselves. We really did. I was really surprised. I mean, after a while, the animals get used to the pattern of the roller coaster and they stay away from it. But that bird was very close to us. So there you go, new experiences. We have about 20 minutes left. We're about to get on ride number 6. I'm not sure how many we'll actually get. We might get 7 or 8 rides in here today, but that's not too bad. hell of a lot more than we get if we were at it for Bolton. Slow ass for Bolton.
Still be waiting.
No kidding, for the first one, right? Yeah. So I think at some point, Caitlin and I, and maybe Lauren will come too, we'll come out here. We did the 6 and 60 challenge at one point, but we're going to do a 7 and 70 now that we have Invader. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Come on, old girl. Isn't this just like one of the great rides? I love this one. This is my favorite ride here. No. That last ride took like 10 minutes. It's 12:15 now. My guess is that we'll get one more ride in, and then we'll. So we've gotten 6 so far. We're gonna head in for number 7.
So many people in there now.
Yeah, the operations are moving along. They're doing pretty well, but we got stuck on the station brakes there for a minute because somebody was a little too large for the restraints. So it happens sometimes, but that's okay. We'll come in and we'll take our last ride. What do you think? Want to jump on? You want to ride in the front row? Since we got time?
Go big.
Yeah, that's right. Finish it out strong. Let's go. As you can see, there's very clearly a difference in station population from the first time that we came through here. Although we've had to get off the train every time and walk back around. It's been.
It's like one group of people.
Yeah. So, oh well, you know, it's late June, school's out, families are on vacation, and while it is inconvenient for us as locals, it's good for Busch Gardens, and so I hope that more and more people continue to come out here and enjoy these really fabulous rides that are right here in our backyard. We were talking about the best time of the year to come, and really, I think the best time of the year to come really is just after they open up for daily operation, which in Virginia is about 2 weeks before school's let out, because it's a local's paradise then. Everything's running, it's warm, it's typically pretty good weather, and there's nobody here. That's right. I want you to take a look at me right now. You're looking at me and you're saying you're pretty blurry. I know that you're saying that. If you want to contribute to our cause for getting a new camera, you let me know. Lauren strongly supports your donation. Oh, I'm running out of battery. Okay, hang on, I gotta change out.